Hello viewers, today I am with you with a video with a presentation The Voice of the Rain by Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman is a famous American poet, and in this poem we will learn something about the voice of the rain. The title is very symbolical, it is very suggestive. The voice of the rain. We the earthbound people, we consider rain as a natural phenomena, but the poet has another sense or the sixth sense, and they are sensible enough to hear the voice of the rain which common earthbound people fail to listen. So let us proceed into the text. Let us know something about the poet first. Walt Whitman is a 19th century American poet, essayist and journalist. He was born on 31st May 1819 and he died on 26th March 1892. Whitman is among the most influential poets in the American canon, often called the father of free verse. Free verse, it is a type of verse, and he may be regarded as the father of free verse. And one critic made a very interesting comment about Walt Whitman, and the comment is, you cannot really understand America without Walt Whitman, without Leaves of Grass. Another modernist poet and Gurudev of T.S. Eliot, that is Ezra Pound, he is America. Walt Whitman is the voice of America. He itself is the voice of America, and he is the most influential, prominent writer of American canon. And some interesting fact about the poem, The Voice of Rain. This poem, The Voice of Rain, it is a short verse poem, free verse, and it has been composed in free verse. Free verse is a type of verse form. The poem was published in 1855 in the volume Leaves of Grass. And in the poem, rain has been personified. Rain has been personified. व्यक्ति सत्ता आरोप जिसको हिंदी में कहा जाता है, to attribute some human quality to some inanimate object or unliving thing. So in the due course I will tell you what is personification. The poem gives a pictorial description about each stage of water cycle. So this is a poem which will give us a clear-cut pictorial description about the different stages of water cycle. In a roundabout way, in this poem, the poet makes it clear to his readers the role of poetry in human life. Poetry is playing a very crucial and vital role in human life also. Through an extended metaphor, the poet persona has compared rain, the voice of the rain, with that of the poetry, and how it is playing its crucial role. In the due course I will tell you. The entire poem is framed in like a conversation. When we are reading the poem, it seems to the readers that it is perhaps a conversation between the rain and the poet. The poet is continuously, from the very beginning, he is addressing the rain and the rain is answering back. So it is like a conversation, and the concept of rebirth, rejuvenation, rebirth could be found in this poem. Rhetorical devices, as I told you, figures of speech or rhetorical device. Actually this is nothing but the ornament of language. We human beings wear different kind of ornaments in order to beautify ourselves. We are no doubt beautiful. Similarly, language is no doubt beautiful, but poets, writers are using different types of rhetorical devices in their poems, in their articles, in order to make it much more attractive to the readers. So rhetorical device, this is the function of rhetorical devices. In the very first line, And who art thou? Said I to the soft falling rain. Here rhetorical inversion, inversion and alliteration could be found. Inversion means inversion of normal grammatical order. Subject verb is the normal order, SBO pattern. In English we are following this pattern, but here you can see verb is coming first and the subject is coming secondary. So the poet persona is using inversion technique. So this is a technique often so many poets are using this technique in their poems, obviously. And another rhetorical device, that is alliteration, repetition of the same consonant sound, that is soft falling shower. It is not soft falling rain, rather it is soft falling shower. So sound and so sound. This so sound is being repeated here. So inversion, normal grammatical order, said I. It is not I said, rather said I. And alliteration, so sound is being repeated. Secondly, I am the poem of earth. So the rain is it is a natural phenomena, but it seemed to the reader that the rain like a human being, it has been attributed some human quality. Okay, so human quality has been attributed to rain. So personification. And another rhetorical device, that is metaphor, could be found. Okay, that is rain has been compared with the poem of earth. It is an implicit comparison, not explicit. Like simile, it is an explicit comparison. In metaphor, it is an implicit comparison between two dissimilar things or ideas. So rain and the poem, there is no connection apparently. So the comparison is implicit. And thirdly, bottomless sea. It is an example of hyperbole. Hyperbole means it is an instance of overstatement, or to say something in an exaggerated way. Definitely sea are no doubt so many, it is so deep, but it has its bottom, it has its limitation, it has its bottom. But the poet persona here used the phrase bottomless sea. So it is an exaggerated statement, he has used it. And fourthly, altogether changed and yet the same. This is an example of antithesis. If it is changing, altogether changed. If it is changing and yet the same, how it could be the same? So apparently it is contradictory. So antithesis is here. Fifth one, I descend to lay the drops, atoms, dust layers of the globe. So here the poet persona has used rhetorical devices that is called asyndeton. Asyndeton means avoidance of successive conjunctions, avoidance or omission of successive conjunction. So where are the conjunctions? Perhaps he could frame the sentence like this: I descend to lay the drops and atoms and dust of layers. Like this he could use, but here he has cleverly omitted the so many conjunctions, but he has not violated the normal syntactical pattern. So these are some rhetorical devices that could be found in the poem. In the due course I will tell you when we will go line by line the text. So let us proceed into the text. And who art thou? I said to the soft falling shower. So the poet persona is asking the soft falling shower, who art thou? Art means are, thou means you. This is an archaic form. So the poet has used archaic words in the very first line, art and thou. Who are thou? Who are you? And who art thou? I say to the soft falling shower. The poet is asking the soft falling shower, who are you? Who is strange to tell. It is very peculiar, it is very strange, it is enigmatic to tell. It is very difficult to describe. And to our utter surprise, gave me an answer. Who gave me an answer? Obviously the soft falling shower. Who is strange to tell gave me an answer as here translated. So the poet is translating the conversation, translating the answer of the soft falling shower to the reader, for the reader. I am the poem of earth. So the rain, soft falling shower, the drops of rains, it is declaring, or it is presenting itself to us that it is the poem of earth. So it is not the simple phenomena rain, rather the drops of rain, soft falling shower, it introduces itself as the poem of earth. So here you can say personification is here, because the some human quality has been attributed with that inanimate object, that is rain, inanimate phenomena. Said the voice of the rain, and it has its own voice. Like a human being, it has its own voice. And where is the comparison? It is right now it is not clear. In the last line it will be clear. Here is an example of that metaphor. I am the poem of earth. So poem has the power to soothe your ears, to soothe your ears, to just give what should I say, to give a joy to your heart. Similarly, the rain has its own power to rejuvenate the entire earth. Okay, so here is the example of metaphor you can find. Eternal I rise. So eternal, from the very beginning, eternally I am rising, impalpable out of the land. Impalpable means unable to touch, which cannot be touched. Impalpable substance is one that is intangible, which cannot be touched, by something, by your hand. Eternal I rise, impalpable out of the land and the bottomless sea. So from the upper portion of the land, from the water body like the pond, river, okay, lake, I am evaporating. Okay, it is the sunbeam which is actually helping in the process. So here we can find the first stage of water cycle, that is evaporation. Eternal I rise, impalpable out of the land and the bottomless sea. So I am coming out, I am emerging from the land, from the bottomless sea. And bottomless sea, as I told you already, it is an example of hyperbole. Upward to heaven, and after that, where it is going? It is directly going to the heaven, upward to the sky. Whence, vaguely formed. Whence means it is another archaic word, that is from which. Upward to heaven, from which, vaguely formed. It is not the very clear formation, rather it is the beginning of that formation of water drop or soft falling shower. Vaguely formed, altogether changed. No doubt there is a transformation from a water body. It is like it's coming out in form of a vapor, very small particles of water, very droplets of water. It is evaporating through and it is going upward to the heaven. Vaguely formed, altogether changed, and yet the same, though it has been changed. Okay, though it is a physical change, physical transformation of the water body, it is changing, and yet it is the same. Here is the antithesis. I descend to lave the drops. Drops means it is another word for drought. I descend to lave. Lave means wash or cleanse. Wash or cleanse. This is the verb form. I descend to birth the droughts. Atomies. Atomies means it could be interpreted in two ways. Atomies mean dust particle, one interpretation. Another particle, skeleton or the bare body structure. Bare body structure of the entire earth or entire globe maybe. I descend to lave the droughts, atomies, dust layers of the globe. So this is another function of the earth, that is, it is coming. It is descending, it is coming downward to lave to birth, to wash the droughts, to mitigate the droughts, atomies and dust layer of the globe. So before the arrival of rain, as if the entire world is a dreamlike state, or as if it is an arid land, or it is a dead land. Okay, like a desert. No germination is possible in that condition. So it is coming down to mitigate the droughts, to wash away the atomies, dust of the globe, dust layer of the globe. So entire globe was covered with dust, and it is coming as if to wash it, as if to birth the entire earth. And after birth, what is happening? Freshness is coming. Okay, so it is in a roundabout way, it is purging, it is purifying the entire world, it is cleansing the entire globe, and all that in them without me were seeds only, latent, unborn. So before the arrival of rain, the seeds are sleeping in their cell. The seeds are sleeping. It is not active, rather inactive. It is unborn. And when the rain, soft falling shower is coming, it is just helping in the process of germination. And all that in them without me were seeds only, latent. These were inactive. Latent means inactive, unborn, and forever by day and night. By day and forever by day and night. So it is a continuous process. I give back life to my own origin. So it is not only rejuvenating or oxygenating or reviving the entire earth or entire globe, rather it is giving back life to its own self, or to its own origin, and make pure and beautify it. It is purifying it, purifying the globe, purifying the dirty water body, and new drops of rain is coming down or descending to our earth. For song issuing from its birthplace, after fulfillment, wandering. So here is the extended metaphor is being continued here in the last two lines. For song issuing from its birthplace, after fulfillment, wandering, wrecked or unwrecked, duly with love returns. So in the last line, the rain has been compared with a song. Like rain, poetry or song rises from a point of origin, wanders, perhaps like a cloud, and then returns to its creator with love, regardless of whether it was noticed or appreciated. That is wrecked or unwrecked. So after when suppose one poet is singing something or writing something, okay, so what is his creation? That is the song, and it has its own role. It has its own role to play, that is to soothe the ear or to touch the heart of the listener. Similarly, the rain has its own role. It is just coming out from its birthplace, emerging from it is the beginning process. It is that is the beginning place or the birthplace, that is the water body from the lands and from the bottomless sea. And after fulfillment, it is wandering like a cloud, and after that it is descending to leave the entire globe. And whether you are paying attention, you are caring for it, or you are not caring for it, but it is again returning to its origin, like the song of that poet or the creator. Thank you, students. I hope it is clear. If you have any doubt, let me know, okay, so that and help me to make more and more video for you. Thank you. Like, comment and subscribe.